Hi everyone. So this will be my first voice video. Um, so my name's Elizabeth, and today, anyone who cares, I will be ranking I will be ranking Star Wars characters. So I have ranked Star Wars characters before. It was a different template that I used, but I have ranked Star Wars characters before. I will pop up what my old ranking was. Now, this was literally, I had just finished episodes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. I just finished them. I hadn't watched. Oh, and I'd watched Solo. I might have watched Kenobi, but I can't remember. But I hadn't watched The Mandalorian yet. I hadn't watched the Book of Boba Fett. I still haven't watched Clone Wars. I haven't watched any of the animated ones yet, but I am planning on doing that. But I watched them all with my boyfriend, and at the moment we're not really he's not really like in the mood to watch Star Wars yet. So I'm just rewatching all of the old ones again and trying to get more knowledge on them. And when we both want to, we will watch the animated ones. But yes, so this will be. I finished those in August. I'm a late bloomer. I finished those in August, and I did that tier ranking in mid-August, so about the 15th of August. It is now the 25th of September. I have delved a lot deeper into the Star Wars universe. So I will be doing an updated rank of my most favourite to least favourite characters. Oh, I have also seen The Force Awakens. I haven't seen The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker, and I don't really want to. I might do just because it's there, but I don't really want to. But yes, whatever. So let's get on with it. So let's start with Ahsoka or Ahsoka. I can't remember how you say it, but I haven't seen Clone Wars, and I know this is her from Clone Wars. But I have seen her in the Book of Boba Fett, and to be honest, I think she's great. By the way, I might move some of these around at the end. I'm not sure, but I do think she is great. I loved her character, and I love white lightsabers so much, and I love blue ones as well. So yeah, I don't know who this person is. I'm sorry if everyone's going well, if anyone's watching this, I'm sorry if anyone's going oh my god, but I haven't. I've only seen what I've said. Next is Anakin. I adore Anakin. In fact, I'm going to add. Wait, I'm going to change this up a bit. So I'm going to put great, and then I'm going to put amazing here, right? Because the top is just for my favorites, which you will see soon. I don't know this person, unfortunately, but I do know Grogu, and I adore Grogu. I love him. I love him to pieces. There's gonna be a lot of adores. Um, well, amazing adore. Because I also adore BB-8. He's the only thing that I liked from The Force Awakens. It's the only thing that I loved from The Force Awakens, should I say. Yes. Oh, I've also seen Rogue One. I watched Rogue One when I was ill. I don't remember a lot of it. I wasn't with it. I was on loads of medicine and stuff. I remember half of it. I remember Leia was at the end of it, but I don't remember a lot of Rogue One. I don't remember any of the names, not even the girl. Oh, that's so bad. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, we'll get that when it comes to it. Boba Fett. I think Boba Fett's great. The only thing is, I had to dock some points off because of what he did to Han. I know he's had character development, but he did sell my boy Han out, and it's not okay. It's not okay, Boba. Favorite C-3PO. I love C-3PO so much. I think he's great. I love him and R2 together. They're amazing. Okay, this guy, I think he was in the Book of Boba Fett. I don't remember his name. But I do think he was in the Book of Boba Fett. I think he was in the end bit. I don't remember his name or anything, so I'm gonna put him in air because I don't remember him. Is this Cody? bro, is this Commander Cut? I'm gonna put him at the end because I can't actually remember his name, and it's not fair to go like don't like Uber because I can't remember his name. So I can't really remember who he is either. So I'm just gonna leave him down at the bottom for now. This is the guy. I think this is the guy from Rogue One. Like I said, I don't remember a lot of Rogue One. So I'm gonna put him in air because I do remember him, but like I don't remember him enough to put him above. But for him, he's not in air because I didn't like. He's in air because I don't really remember him. One sec. Laptop's dying. Okay, back. Next is Chewbacca. I used to have Chewbacca in my favorites. I'll tell you who used to be in my favorites at the end, but like, because I don't want to spoil who my favorites are just yet. But Chewbacca in my old list there was 4 favorites in my old list, right? And Chewbacca was on it. But now I'm gonna move Chewbacca down because he's still amazing and I love him so much. But I don't think he's my favorite anymore because I've seen a lot more and I've got new favorites and stuff, and I do love Chewbacca so much. But yeah, he's gonna go in amazing for now. This dude, I actually do remember him from Rogue One. He's a blind guy, isn't he? Yeah, he was great. He made an impact on me. Actually, he is one of the things I remember from Rogue One. I remember the ending. I remember Leia. I remember those poor rebel soldiers. I was really emotional as well. I was like almost in tears because I was like, oh my god, they're trapped. Because I watched Titanic like ages ago, and you know the bit where like they were all trapped and not able to get out, but then they did get out at the end. Well, I was like, I don't want a reminder of Titanic. This feels like watching Titanic again. Anyway, I'm going off this, but I remember that bit. I remember those bits, and I also remember the blind guy. He was great. I'm gonna put him in great because I do remember him. He's one of the only things that I remember from Rogue One in a lot of kind of detail. He goes in great. Count Dooku. I love why did I not almost call him Christopher Lloyd? No, he's Christopher Lee. I love him anyway. He's in like British media a lot. It was so sad when he passed away. But I do actually like Count Dooku a lot, but he's not like amazing or anything in my mind. He's just great. So he goes in great because he's really cool, but he doesn't go in amazing or favorite because he's not my favorite, and also I don't know enough about him and stuff for him to be in amazing, and also he is a bad guy. So yeah, Darth Maul. Now everyone loves Darth Maul on YouTube Shorts, but I don't really know much about him. I think I'm gonna get to know more about him in the animation sort of series. But for now, I'm gonna put him in air. But that doesn't mean that I won't learn to really like him because I feel like I could do because there's a lot of people that do really like him. So maybe I'm gonna be one of those people. I don't know. Vader. I love Vader. I love Vader. I love his character. He's a great character. But I do also think I'm going to put him in amazing because he's not my favorite, but I adore him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, amazing's like kind of the top. Favorite's just like my extra. They're what I think. They're my favorite characters, basically. So that's the top, but they're my favorite characters. So I don't know. I'm trying to say something. I don't know what point I'm trying to make. But yeah. It's a list, and Vader doesn't go as one of my favorites, but he goes as amazing because he is. This bloke, he is also from Rogue One. He's the bad guy from Rogue One, right? I think he is. Yeah, I do remember him now. I'm getting to remember a lot more things from Rogue One, and I remember I really did like him, but I don't know if I liked him enough for him to being great because I don't remember his name or anything. And also, he's a bad guy, and if he's a bad guy and I don't remember his name, even if I did like him, I don't know if she's going great. No, I think I'm going to put him in air. Oh, sorry, Darth Maul. I think I'm going to put him in air, but that doesn't mean that I don't like him. Otherwise, he will be in the don't like category. Yes, that makes sense. So, yeah. Next is Palp. Dear God, Palpatine. I love him. I hate him. He's a great character, but he's awful. He's an awful person, and he's always been awful. I think I'm going to put him in great because he's such a great villain, but I can't add points on and put him in amazing because he's not, like, whenever I think of Palpatine, his character is that well made as a bad guy that I just feel envy for him. Like, I hate him, but you're supposed to hate him, and that hate is also great to me, and I also love him because I hate him, because he's such a great character that you're made to hate him, but, you know, I have to give him credit because he's such a good character, even if he is an awful human being. Yeah, so he goes in great. Not amazing. He's not my favourite. Anyway, Palp is in great. I think he's great. I don't know this guy. Again, he's animated, and I don't remember him from anything else. I'll probably do another one of these, like, maybe later on in the year, when I've seen the animations and also have more Star Wars knowledge and everything. But yeah. Next is Finn. I love Finn as a character. I think he should have been the Jedi, personally. He had such a good character, like, sort of development. Like, he had just such a... He had so much potential, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I haven't seen the last two films, so maybe he did do something else. But from what I've heard, because even though I haven't seen the last two films, I've heard a lot about them. And from what I've heard, they don't do anything with him. They give it all to Rey, but I don't feel like he should have gone to Rey. I feel like it should have gone to Finn. So I love him, but he's not amazing or favourite, because none of The Force Awakens or Last Jedi or Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker, are going to go in amazing or favourite for me, because I don't, apart from BB-8, he's different. He's a different kind. But because I don't really think they're good, you know, Finn's a great character, and he's probably going to go higher than anyone from those films by going on great. That's where I'm going to put him. Oh gosh. But none, like, he's going to be the highest. The rest are going to be on or don't like, I think. So, I could have wrote those movies 10 times better, and I have only known the franchise for a month, and I haven't even seen the animated movies. Yeah, I could have still wrote that better. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on before I start a ramble. Next, I think this is General Grievous. I don't know, but I'm going to say it's General Grievous anyway. I'm going to put him on air because he was a good villain, and he's got so much meme potential. But he's not my favourite. I don't think he's amazing. And, you know, he can be great, but he wasn't really a big part for me anyway. So I'm going to put him in air. But I did like him. He was a good villain. This dude, was he also... No, is that General Hux? Is that Hux from flipping Force Awakens? I think it is. I'm gonna put him on don't like, because if it is Hux, I'm gonna say it's Hux, right? I'm gonna put him on don't like because I think he was, because if it's Hux is the one who made that, like, Nazi sort of, like, speech, and that was terrifying. He didn't make a massive impact on me in The Force Awakens, and he's not a good guy. Therefore, I'm going to put him in I do not like. I do not know this guy. That's all I'm gonna say. He looks swaggy, but I do not know him. This, I don't know his name, right? But he was in one of the original trilogy, and he was like the person just under Darth Vader or something. And he was great. He was in the first one. I was like, I think he was in New Hope, but I don't know. He was in New Hope because he was who Leia was talking to in the New Hope. Yeah, he was in A New Hope. I don't remember his name, but he was great. I'm gonna put him in. He was great. Yeah, no, I am going to put him in great. You know what? I was going to put him in air, but I am going to put him in great because he was great. He was great. He was a good actor, good bad guy, and he was great. Yeah. Han Solo. I love Han Solo. He goes in favourite because I love Harrison Ford. I love the character of Han and his cheekiness and everything. I love his relationship with Leia. I just love him to bits. I adore him. He's not the main character, and he's not a Jedi, but he's a great character. You know, he's not a Jedi. He's not the main character. He's just there, but he makes himself known while he's there, if you know what I mean. I just love him. He's so funny as well. Him and Chewie, and I adore Han. He is my favourite character. Him, C-3PO, and more. I love them all, and I love Han Solo to bits. I love him so much. I can't even explain more than that. I adore Han Solo. And yeah. Anyway, moving on. This person, I don't know who this is for sure. It looks like the slave that was dancing for Jabba. But I don't know if it is. But I'm just going to say that I don't know this person because I'm not sure at all. So therefore, I do not know her. I do not know this person. Yeah, no, I don't know this person. Jabba, ew, vile man. Like, Palp stands out so much that even though he's a bad guy, you have to, like, love him a bit. But Jabba, I despise Jabba. He's horrible. He was horrible. And although Palp had no redeeming features either, Jabba, he wasn't even a bit likable as a villain because he was just that evil. I mean, he owned slaves and found it fun to, like, torture them. He captured random people for no reason. He was the #1 bounty hunter in the whole of Tatooine. He was just an awful, quote unquote, human being. Anyway, I think this is Mando. I'm gonna say it's Mando anyway. The kind of Mandalorian outfit. I'm pretty sure that's Boba Fett and that's Mando. I'm going with that anyway. If this is no crap, that's not Mando. Shit, that's Jango. Okay, that's Jango Fett because that's Mando. Okay, I was thinking like because I know there's like Boba Fett and Mando, and they both have Mandalorian outfit, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Boba Fett's got orange, and then Mando has just silver, and that was just silver, and I was like, I don't remember him having blue, and then like that, and then I saw that, and I was like, oh, because that's Boba Fett's father, and that's Mando. So yeah, anyway, yeah, no, so shit, this is Jango Fett. Jango Fett, I'm gonna put in air because I don't not like him, and I don't love him. I think he was a good part of episode 2, though. Therefore, he goes in air, and I don't have a lot to say about him, unfortunately. Okay, next is the girl. I think this is the girl from Rogue One. I can't really see the image that much. I remember the girl from Rogue One had a very distinct face. She looks like she has a distinct face to me, but I can't really see it that well. But I think it's her because I remember her having that hair. She was air. I don't remember her name. She was like the main character, and she was a good main character. I remember that, but I don't remember too much about her to have her higher than that. Like, do you know what I mean? When I do another one later on, I'm gonna watch the animated series, and I'm gonna rewatch Rogue One so I can give you a better analysis on Rogue One. Because I'm not giving them a fair rating because I don't remember much of the film. This bloke, is this the guy? I'm not gonna do him because I don't really remember him. But is this the guy from the Book of Boba Fett, the one who's played by that British guy who was in the IT crowd? Oh god, what was his name? I think it might be the guy who he plays, but I don't know for sure, and I'm not gonna do him if I don't know for sure. Next animated character who I do not know, so you can go at the bottom, mate. I'm sure I'll know you soon though. Bloody Kylo Ren. Okay, I know I said that Finn is the only one from the like sequels that's gonna go at the top. But, I mean that's gonna go at great, but Kylo Ren's gonna join him because I love Adam Driver. Kylo Ren had so much potential, and to be honest, in The Force Awakens, he was good. From what I've heard in the other two, he kind of went down a bit, but from what I saw in The Force Awakens, he was good, and he was kind of carrying that film. I love Adam Driver, and I do love the idea of Kylo Ren. He's not enough to go in amazing or favorite, obviously, because I've not seen the last two, and I don't think he had that much of an impact on me. But I love Adam Driver. He's great in The Black Klansman. And I do like the character of Kylo Ren. So, yeah, but no more characters from the sequels will be going higher than higher than air. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Londo, I think he's amazing. You know, I know he ratted out Han, but what could he do? Like, flipping Darth Vader turned up just before Han and was threatening him. What else could he do? And he did his best to redeem himself. And he did redeem himself in my eyes. But let's not forget that he was the one who went out with Chewie to look for him. So, you know, instant redeemed himself. And I think he's a great character. And I love him. I love Londo. I think he's amazing. Luke Skywalker, favorite. I adore Luke Skywalker. I love him so much. He's one of my favorites. I love him so much. Every time he's on screen, oh my god, he's such a great Jedi. I love his lightsaber. I love his character development. He's so cool. He's so cool. I love Luke Skywalker. He's one of the best heroes out there. And he's not even your typical superhero, but he's one of my favorite heroes. I love Luke. I love him to bits. Next is Mace Windu. I think he's great. Personally, I don't think he's better than great because everyone always goes, "Oh my god, Mace Windu, Mace Windu." He was only in probably an hour at most of the first three, which isn't no whatever to him. But that's why I don't think he's amazing or my favorite, because he was only in it for that a bit, and he was only in the Jedi Council. Like he wasn't like the main person or the second main person. He was there, and he was great, and he's a great Jedi, but he wasn't like Yoda. Like Yoda was on the Jedi Council, but he was also like fighting like loads of times and stuff. But I do think he's a great character. I do like him, and you know, if Anakin had just listened to him and not gone, we might have had Anakin turn to the dark side, but we might not have done it. Wouldn't have been guaranteed to happen because he would have killed Pal, and you know, maybe he would have turned to the dark side, but it wouldn't have been under the influence of someone else, and so it would be less likely, if you know what I mean. Mace Windu goes in great. I think he's great. Din Djarin, he's either an amazing or favorite. I don't know. Favorite. I said that I had set favorites, and I do, but I have just sneaked Din Djarin into my favorites because I looked at him again and thought, dear God, I love you. So, therefore, Din Djarin makes it onto my favorite list. I love him so much. Yes, he's just great. He's so wholesome. And I know he's not with Grogu. Grogu goes down there because he's not the main character. He's like the sidekick, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Din Djarin is on my favorite list. I love him. I love him more than amazing, is what I'm saying. Therefore, he's my favorite on this list, and I think in general as well. I think I'm adding into my personal favorite. He's a pleasant fellow, like Ryan Gosling. Yeah. Anyway, this is the guy. This is the person from The Force Awakens. I don't remember their name. I remember that they gave Rey the lightsaber. That was like, I think Luke's. I don't know. They gave Rey a lightsaber, and it was cool. And they had some banter with Han and flirting with Chewie. I'm gonna put them in air because I don't not like them, and I don't think ew. But I don't know much about them. But I do know them. Therefore, they go in air because they didn't stand out to me much. Maybe in the last two they do. I haven't heard anything about that. But yeah. Obi-Wan, I think Obi-Wan's amazing. Oh crap, why do I keep doing that? He's not my favourite, but I think he's amazing. I love Obi-Wan. I love the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I love old Obi-Wan. I love young Obi-Wan. I love Obi-Wan as a character. He's just a great character. And I've always known the name Obi-Wan. Well, I've known the name Obi-Wan for about 5 years. But same with a lot of other Star Wars names. I knew them. But Obi-Wan really stood out to me because me and my friend kind of had a joke about it, like the name. She had her phone set to, her username on Instagram set to Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I read it out and went, why have you called yourself Obi-Wan Kenobi? And she laughed at me, and I was like, why are you laughing at me? And she was like, there's Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars, not Obi-Wan Kenobi. What are you on about? And I was like, oh my god. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, the name was always stuck in my head, and I was looking for him when I first started watching Star Wars, and the expectation that I had for him, it really, I wasn't disappointed. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's not my favourite, but I do love him. Padme, again, not my favourite, but I love her. I love her to bits. She's great. She's just great. She's such, I really wish that Anakin didn't turn to the dark side, because I would have loved to see Anakin and Padme raise Luke and Leia. I want a happy ending for them. Oh my god, Star Wars needs to have a what if series. Maybe I'll make it one day. Or I think Padme is amazing. I think she's an amazing person. She's such a bad bitch. And I know, like, it's not always good to be a bad bitch in movies, but they really did her character well. Like, they made her a bad bitch, but in a good way. Like, in a way where she wasn't annoying, because she was just great. Like, she was a bad bitch, but not in an annoying way. She was great. I love Padme. I love Padme to bits. But she's not my favourite. This dude, I was looking at him before and I was like, I know him, but I can't remember. He's the guy, I think he looks like Waylon. Oh my god. I think he looks like Ray William Johnson. He's the guy, God, what's his name? Bro, I can't remember his name. I think he's Oscar Isaac plays him. I do know his name. I cannot tell you it right now. But I do remember that I think Air, because not because I can't remember his name, but because he didn't stand out much to me in The Force Awakens, but I do remember him. He's not the Rebellion, what do they call themselves? I don't know, because there's the Rebellion and then there's the other one, and I always get confused because there's two R's, and the Rebels and the Rebellion. I think that's what I think there's two different things. I don't know. Anyway, it's so confusing. Next up is... Did I finish what I was saying about Oscar Isaac's, I think, character? I don't know. Anyway, he's Air. He's not great to me, he's not amazing to me, and he's not my favourite. So yeah. Next up is Leia. Leia. Okay. Favourite. She's going in favourite. Okay, so Din and Leia weren't originally on my favourites, but now I'm looking at it and thinking, they are my favourites, because they're higher than amazing, and therefore they're my favourites on this, and also they are my favourites in general. I love Leia. She's just great. She was one of the first female characters to be a bad bitch. She was a good bad bitch. She was an icon. I love Leia. She's just amazing. She's, the fact that she probably inspired teenage girls in the 70s, and she's inspiring me, a teenage girl, in the 20s still. That's incredible. She's amazing. I love her, and I love Carrie Fisher. Qui-Gon! I'm gonna put him in! Oh, great or amazing. Nah, he's going in great. I don't think he's amazing, personally. But I thought he was great in what I saw of him in The Phantom Menace. I thought he was great. Yeah. Great. R2-D2. R2-D2, R2-D2, R2-D2. You are in my favourites. He was one of the original 4 favourites. 4, and then I love R2 so much. Before, my favourite list was C-3PO, Han, R2, and Chewie. And then it changed to C-3PO, Han, Luke, and R2-D2. And then obviously we've added Din and Leia. But I absolutely adore R2-D2. He's great. He has so much personality for a little droid, and he was there throughout all of it. And I love the theory that it's R2 telling the story of Star Wars. I love that so much. Yeah, love R2. Love that bitch. Oh god. I love you, R2. I'm sorry. Rey Palpatine. I only ever call her Rey. I almost called her Rey Skywalker, because that's what, she's called on Wikipedia. But Rey Palpatine, I will call her Rey Palpatine, because I personally do not think she's a Skywalker either. I think she's okay. I think I'm gonna put her in Air, because from what I saw in The Force Awakens, I don't know if she gets worse. To be honest, I've seen a lot of Rey's character in The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi, and I don't think she's that bad. She's obviously not a good lead character, and they should have had anyone else, and she should not have been the Jedi. But from what I saw in The Force Awakens, she was fine, and from what I've heard about in the last 2, she was fine as well. I don't think she's great. I don't love her, and she's definitely not my favourite, but I don't hate her. I think she could have been a good character if she wasn't the main character. However, I do love a yellow lightsaber. Yellow is my favourite lightsaber colour. I just is. I love the colour yellow. Anyway, I don't hate Rey. I don't love Rey. She goes in there. do not know this child. I feel like I might know him actually, but I don't know him enough to remember him. So yeah, no. Do not know. Do not know. God, I hate laptop mouses. This I think is Snoke. I only saw him like a bit in the Force Awakens. I don't know if he was in like the last two more, but from what I saw, I didn't like him. He was kind of like egging Kylo Ren on a bit. I don't appreciate mind bogglers. Although Palpatine isn't there, but that's different. Palpatine made a difference on me and was a mind boggler, whereas he did not make a difference on me. He goes in the don't like category, along with Hux. He's one of the Force Awakens characters that I didn't care about that much, and he was a bad guy. Therefore, he goes in don't like. Yeah. Yoda. He's not my favourite, but I do adore that little green man. He is amazing, and everyone knows Yoda. My 2-year-old nephew who has never seen Star Wars knows Yoda, and even as a baby Yoda toy, and so does my 4-year-old nephew. Everyone knows Yoda. He's iconic, and we all love Yoda. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Yoda. He's just great. Yoda is the moment. He's not my favorite, but Yoda is the moment. So there we have it. I do not know this person or any of these people. This is where the video ends. Thanks for watching, if anyone watched this video. Yeah, this is my list. Updated list. My old and my new. Put them next to each other now. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinions. These are my personal favorites. Amazing list, great list, air list, don't like list, and new list. Just my personal opinions. Personal opinions change a lot. But yes, right now this is my opinion. I love the Star Wars franchise, and I can't wait to get into it more and hopefully make more Star Wars videos and hopefully meet other people who like Star Wars that isn't just my boyfriend. Yeah. So thanks for watching. And leave comments if anyone watches about who your favourites are. You can do your whole tier list if you want as well. But definitely if you want to comment your favourite Star Wars characters. And yes, thanks for watching. Subscribe, I guess, if you want to. I'm forcing you to, but if you want to subscribe, subscribe. And yeah. Bye-bye.